Hello everybody. This is my first video on this channel. I'm really new to doing this type of stuff, so this is a little foreign to me. But anyways, I hope that you all can get something out of my videos that I'm going to start uploading, and that the Lord can use me somehow to help somebody out there. So I pray that in Yeshua's name that what you see here is of Him, and that it bears good fruit, and that He can use me to help somebody out there. Brief introduction. I'm a born-again believer in Yeshua, Jesus Christ. I'm not really into labels or into titles, so I just like to keep it as a believer. I grew up in a Christian household. I came to know the Lord when I was really, really young. But, it's always easy when you're a kid. Everything's so believable and tangible and real, but I think when you get older, the world starts to throw things at you, and you start learning different things in school, and the arrows from the enemy just come at you, because you're at a vulnerable stage. You're at that stage where you're starting to find yourself and who you are in this world, and I think on that path of self-discovery, a lot of us can get confused and led astray. And I know it's been a rocky road for me, and there's been a lot of ups and downs, and I know there's been times in my life where I have most definitely been led astray. But I'm slowly learning that even if your entire world is shattering and falling down in front of you, that there's something out there that's not going to shatter, that's not going to fall apart. There's something out there that's real, that's alive, that's tangible, that will always be there. And I have to tell myself this all the time, and I'm learning day after day, but He's real. I believe that we're living in the end times, which is very new to me. I grew up with my mom telling me that I was in the end times, basically, and that I was going to get my head cut off when I was older. And since I was like 6 when she told me that, it kind of traumatized me, and I didn't really. It was a joke. Mind you, she didn't give me any facts or any biblical proof that could prove to me that it was the end times. It was kind of this feeling that she had, and we didn't talk about it very much. Like I said, it was just, you're going to get your head cut off type thing. So I remember just thinking of that when I was a kid and just wanting nothing to do with it. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to know. Ignorance is bliss until it bites you, right? So I wanted to be ignorant. And so I just ignored it, shoved it to the side, and let it go. And sure enough, it didn't bother me for a long time. Ignorance was bliss for a while. Then about a year ago, when Obama was inaugurated, I did a little digging, and just brief digging. I didn't know I was going to open up any huge can of worms that would change my entire life forever, but I don't know. The Lord pointed me in the right direction, and my eyes were opened to a harsh reality, and yeah, I believe that it's going to end soon. Anyways, I feel that there's a need out there, and I feel a pull and an urgency and a desire to bear fruit for the Lord, because even if you don't believe that it's the end days, or even if you aren't even saved, you must feel it too. I mean, if you stop and look at the things around you, and the chaos that seems to be everywhere, and the pain that are in people's eyes, and just everything that's happening. Even if you don't follow any of this conspiracy stuff and all these different theories that are going around, if you don't follow any of that, if you just stop your work and your jobs and everything you're doing and just look, something's changing. Something's changing. Something's happening. And I don't like it. I don't like the change. I don't like the coldness in people's hearts and the hatred. I don't want to change with them. And so I hope that through these videos that I can somehow be a light to the darkness, and somehow be a benefit to the kingdom, because I have spent so much time changing with the world and becoming like them and walking like them and talking like them and looking like them. The Lord has been so patient with me. Although His love is never ending, one day my life will. And when I'm alone on Judgment Day, I don't want to think that I've done nothing. I don't want Him to look at me and say, I created the world. I created every living being. I breathed life into you. I handcrafted you in your mother's womb. And you couldn't get off the couch. I don't want to be that. So I make this channel today for a new beginning, a new start. And I pray that in Yeshua's name He can use me somehow, in some way, because we are running out of time.